I was supposed to make a video about SnapMap's free update 5, but so many things got in the way, and yep, I'm gonna have to heavily modify the subject for this video, but I'll talk briefly about free update 5. I think it's the worst one out of the big updates so far. So many reused sectors from the campaign, and it just feels lazy, you know. I did enjoy some parts of it, like the Lazarus objects were nice, and the new skybox is cool, but just a lot of stuff I didn't really like. I think if there's one thing that I absolutely adore about this update is that they finally fixed the decal co-op glitch. I mean, that is definitely nice because look at this city survival and then look at my new city survival. Like, it's night and day in how much the decals make your map look better. So that's definitely a good thing, but man, there's still a lot I feel like they could have fixed. Like the matchmaking of SnapMap is still kind of broken. And like I said, man, the reused sectors were just so disappointing. If Free Update 2 had reused Hell sectors from the campaign, I would have not considered that update to be the best update, but since it improved SnapMap so drastically, and not only that, the Hell modules were original content and they were good at the same time, it's easily the best SnapMap update in my opinion. There's also speculation going on that the Lazarus update was the last update of SnapMap, mainly because of the producer and just how he wrote it in the Bethesda blog. And here are my thoughts on it. I don't really think so, because I believe the leak before the game was released seems to be real. We were promised with 3 updates and the 4th update is untitled, so I believe there might be one more update left, and I think this update is probably an update with new preset pieces for all the available themed modules we have, and hopefully more textures, objects, and all of that stuff. Not only that, apparently there was a Cyber Demon and an Archvile, which I think is the summoner in the DLC files too, but that's awesome that we are possibly getting more enemies rather than the unwilling. If this leak is real, then expect more from SnapMap. So yeah, I don't really think we're gonna get any updates soon for SnapMap until next year, but I'll give my thoughts of how SnapMap is and maybe the future of SnapMap. SnapMap is currently a pretty good in-game editor for Doom. I haven't had this much fun mapping since Warcraft 3 on the PC, but Warcraft 3's editor was a real editor, so it was more powerful than SnapMap for sure, but SnapMap is by far the best in-game editor I've used for a FPS game. I've only used Halo's Forge and it was good, but I hated how it's just multiplayer and it ruined my desire to really try using it to its fullest potential. I do know there's Time Splitters and Far Cry, but I never got into those games, so please don't tell me, oh, this game can do this or this game can do that, but the problem is those games failed to capture my interest, unlike Doom and Halo. SnapMap was fun, but disappointing when I first used it. I already started feeling upset when I first tried it out, and that just tells you how underbaked SnapMap once was. It felt like a beta, you know. But SnapMap feels complete with all of the updates, but unfortunately it does start revealing its stability issues because I don't remember having much technical issues back in the pre-patch days, but it wasn't till Free Update 2 where I started witnessing crashes. There's still more I wish SnapMap can do, but I think it's probably because the developers don't have the resources in the current state. Like, I believe they didn't expect SnapMap to have custom geometry. It would have been nice if the grid module was bigger with more options, but I am aware that these guys are on a tight schedule, and I think this does affect SnapMap's fullest potential to custom mapping. But then again, Forge didn't start off that great back in Halo 3. Eventually, Bungie tried to add more customization for Forge with some maps that gave you exclusive customization, but not only that, I remember a lot of hardcore forgers would find exploits or techniques to make their maps look more unique or different, and eventually those techniques would be implemented to future Halo titles. I feel like SnapMap will do the same thing, maybe in the future when Doom 5 or whenever the new Doom game comes out. I believe SnapMap will have more emphasis on custom mapping, and I think that's where it's really going to shine and reach its fullest potential. People always brag about Forge being the best in-game map editor or whatever, but SnapMap is starting off fairly powerful, unlike Forge in Halo 3. I believe SnapMap is going to be around here. It's not just something exclusive to Doom 2016. I think id Software is really trying to make the game's in-game editor to compete against Halo's Forge and Far Cry's map editor. Not only that, they seem to really want to set a standard for this type of map editor for first-person shooters. I also believe we will get a new Doom game faster than Rage. Doom is getting a lot of success currently, and I think most people will want a new Doom than a new Rage. I personally would love to see how Rage 2 is going to improve upon Rage 1, because I am a die-hard id Software fan and I would love to see Rage make a comeback again, but time will only tell. I'm still having a lot of fun with SnapMap despite of things I wish to have, but it's so much funner to use now, and I still have a lot of ideas that I hope I'll be able to craft in the future. It's just crazy how I didn't think I could create a cyberpunk themed map or being able to recreate some of my favorite Doom 2 levels back in the pre-patch days, but with these updates I was able to pull that off easily. SnapMap might come to an end for Doom 2016, but SnapMap as a whole, I think it's just the beginning.